As a club operator, what are the critical factors I should know to be successful in implementing Myzone?
Okay, there's 9 critical success factors when it comes to deploying Myzone. The first one is staff leadership. The second, member rewards. The third, instructor feedback. The fourth, personal training. The fifth, member challenges. The sixth is your marketing. The seventh is staff education. The eighth is live feedback. And the ninth, membership packages.
Leadership is an important role in all club initiatives. Can you talk a little bit about how that plays a role in my success with Myzone?
Yeah, look, Myzone's no different to any other club initiative. It needs the leadership on board. In fact, we encourage clubs to have both the club owner or CEO and 80% of the staff using Myzone on a monthly basis. That there provides the foundation for momentum at the club. It provides foundation for the DNA change at the club and the culture to be built. Without a significant number of the staff and without the leader, him or herself, on board, then it makes it a much tougher task.
How do membership rewards help my club be successful with Myzone?
Yeah, look, the thing is most members are in fact not intrinsically motivated. They are doing exercise because they know they should be doing it. For some it's a chore. For some it's because of vacations coming up or a school reunion or heart disease runs in the family. And therefore extrinsic reward goes a long way to encouraging them to keep on keeping on. And what a lot of successful clubs do is they use the status ranking system to provide rewards. So if you, as a user, hit the World Health Organization guideline for 1 month in a row, you get an iron badge. 3 months is bronze, 6 months is silver, 12 months is gold, so on and so forth. And as the member hits those milestones, there's an opportunity to give them a reward for that. And that's encouraging exercise adherence, and that's encouraging retention.
What are the best methods for instructors to provide feedback?
Okay, the key thing with instructors is that they embrace Myzone and that they give feedback throughout the class, because if they do that, then the members can feel that it is part of the fabric of the club. An example would be in a boot camp class where they're doing high intensity exercise, where the instructor is saying, okay guys, you know, this final 5 minutes, let's get up into the yellow zone, let's have a big finish, and treat it like it's a sense of camaraderie. It may be at the end of a class doing heart rate recovery, saying, guys, we've just had a big 45 minutes, let's just jack the heart rates up one more time and then watch the heart rates come down over the course of 1 minute, providing that meaningful insight. By doing that, by interacting with the data, the instructor is saying that this data is important and it's part of the experience. If it's ignored, then it sends the exact opposite message, and it creates a tough environment for Myzone to get momentum. So it's most important to have those instructors on board.
How do I implement Myzone in personal training and see success with it?
Okay, the thing about personal training and Myzone is that you use it to enhance the value. You use it to go from quarterback coach to being head coach. And what I mean by that is that the typical member may only have a trainer twice a week, and the typical trainer will always give the client some homework, cardio, and also some eating tips. But now Myzone enables that trainer to keep that client accountable to the cardio homework and enables that trainer to give corrective feedback to the client in terms of the food that they're eating. So it's a tool to enhance the value, and as we know, if you can enhance the value of something, it increases the likelihood of that purchase to continue.
When is the best time to launch a member challenge?
It depends on where you are, but typically speaking, the 2 best months for challenges are the month of March and the month of October. March is so powerful because what it does is it captures the waning motivation and enthusiasm from the members that joined up in January. It was a great idea on January 1, they were still enthused on February 1, but by March it's starting to wane, and by creating a game, a fun run, some extrinsic reward, it spikes that enthusiasm again and gets them going. The other month, of course, is the month of October, particularly in the Northern Hemisphere where the summer has just come and gone, the kids are back at school, people are getting back into routine, and there's an opportunity of going back to the gym or not, and having a fun challenge with a social function behind it and hoopla around it is a great way of getting everyone focused again.
What do I need to do to be successful in my marketing?
Okay, really it comes down to 45 minutes a quarter. The discipline to sit down with the playbook and say, right, what are we going to do next quarter? What is the play? Then go into the marketing portal that we provide and drawing on the assets that you need. They've been pre-cooked. They are there. It's just a matter of spending that time working out what you're going to do, sourcing the resources, and then deploying them from there. It really is just getting yourself a cup of coffee and having the discipline to spend 45 minutes every 12 weeks to do this.
So the fitness industry is known to have a high turnover rate. How do I ensure my new staff is as successful as my old staff with Myzone?
Yeah, really good point, because the staff that are at your club when you are doing the Big Bang launch are part of the online learning, they're part of the staff challenge and the pre-sale, and it's a structured launch. Whereas with individual new staff coming on board, they can get forgotten. The key is to put the Myzone eLearning platform in your staff onboarding, whatever that process may be, and that Myzone is one of the chapters, so that they feel confident with the product, so that they've got this level of self-efficacy and they're ready to talk about the product on day one. Beyond that, it is worth getting them on a belt immediately and having them connect with other staff at the club so that they've got friends and they're interacting on the social platform. If you can do those two things, they'll onboard very quickly because the club culture has already been built around Myzone, and so it will be a lot easier for them to pick it up.
Where would be the best place to place TVs in my club to give my members the best feedback?
Yeah, look, Myzone doesn't discriminate with exercise. You can literally be doing anything to elevate your heart rate and Myzone will give you points for it. So the answer is anywhere. It doesn't qualify in the swimming pool area, however, because the belts, even though they're waterproof, they're not swimmable, and they won't read from the water up to the big screen. So other than the pool, anywhere, the common areas are functional training areas, group exercise classes, and the cardio floor. The more, the better. And clubs have two approaches. One is Big Bang, and they go out into every single room to begin with. And the other one is a phased-in approach, where they pick the functional training area first. Then from there, they go out into Group X and the indoor cycling room. And then from there, they go into the cardio area. The reason they go into the cardio area last is simply because the member can get feedback on their cell phone or on their smartphone. And if they're doing a cardio workout from day one, they can get that feedback. Does that mean that having a big screen in the cardio area is not valuable? Absolutely not, because with a big screen, you can go and you can create interval training classes such as Zone Match, and you can also plug the data into your PVS system so that it comes up on one of the channels and gives the feedback throughout the session.
Why is it important to consider adding Myzone to my member packages?
Okay, Myzone's a great value add. So if you take personal training, adding Myzone to the mix and just baking it in and making it part of the experience itself is powerful. You know, we're in the 21st century, wearable technology is mainstream, and if you're buying a first class ticket on our aeroplane, then yeah, it comes with a great instructor and it comes with wearable technology because we want to be able to keep you accountable. We want to be able to have meaningful insights, and that's what we do. Now, the same thing applies with high intensity training, boot camp, team training, these type of products. Because if you're doing high intensity training, the only way you get the benefit of high intensity training, which is EPOC or afterburn, is if you jack your heart rate up into the yellow and the red zone. So of course we have a wearable technology with it because we want you to get the benefit of that. Not only that, high intensity training is difficult and you need encouragement to keep on keeping on. And that's where the Myzone platform enables staff and other members to be that encouragement. So what I urge operators to do is to take a position of leadership, not just with their staff, but with their membership base. When that member walks in the door, they have got a problem. They need to lose 20 pounds. They've got their daughter's wedding coming up and those photos are going on the wall for the rest of eternity. That's the problem. They're looking for leadership. They're looking for a solution, and taking that position of saying, hey, our solution is this here, and it comes with a feature set, and part of that is wearable technology, is a strong position to take. Beyond that, you can include the Myzone belt in gym memberships themselves. And there's a couple of ways of doing it. One is just to bake it in, it's included, it's part of the enrollment fee, and then an onboarding incentive is applied. If you use the belt and you jump the hurdle and earn points, we'll reward you with whatever it may be. Other clubs are turning around and doing a money back guarantee. So they're not baking it in, but they're saying to the new member, look, you didn't get one of the paid programming packages, you're just getting the membership, but if you buy a Myzone belt, we will give you a money back guarantee on it. You can bring it back anytime in the first 30 days, no questions asked. However, here's the incentive. If you jump the hurdle, if you earn 1,300 MEPS, which is equivalent to the World Health Organization guideline on physical activity, then we will reward you with, and it may be team training, personal training, whatever it may be. And so they're using that incentive to encourage onboarding. They're using that incentive to promote their premium product, but they're taking the risk away by saying, hey, there's a money back guarantee. We call it the puppy dog close. It's extremely effective. And in fact, at Myzone, we underwrite the red replacement strap. So if the member brings the belt back and you need a replacement strap with a replacement box, Myzone underwrite that and we'll send you out one. And we're doing that because we know that it works, and we know that only 5% of the belts themselves ever come back, and most of them are never taken out of the box, which is why they've come back again. It's a very effective play, and one that I encourage you to look at.
I mean, I just wanted to thank you again for taking the time and teaching us more on how to get started with Myzone.
Thank you, Lauren, and thank you to all the operators that have listened to this video series. You know, Myzone is a great concept, but if you just bolt it to the wall and expect it to take care of itself, it won't work. The operators that have taken the time to go through these videos and to consider the playbook and all the supporting materials are the ones that will be successful. We appreciate it. We're here to help you, and please reach out if you're looking for any more insight.